Guys, you're all welcome to the live streaming. Looking into the ongoing FIFA World Cup. It has been a tough was final, the semi-final, where four country is just left, and these countries are France, Spain, Argentina. And yeah, so very quickly, we're going to be diving deep to know, have our predictions, have um, expectations. At the point, I was a good fan of Ronaldo, and I really wished Portugal made it to this very level, but it was quite unfortunate they didn't make it. They were knocked out at the round 16. Yeah, so today we'll be looking into the best defenders and the best midfielder. We'll be looking at Mbappé, dembele. We'll be looking at Yamal, and as well Moreno, the man that always called at a dead time zone. Yep. So this is where we are. I want to welcome everyone. Welcome everybody, whether you are watching, whether you've watched 1,000 football matches, or this is your very first one. You picked the perfect day to tune in because today is huge. Today we're going to be determining a lot of things. So this ball will actually determine the people that's going to stay back, the people that will be winning, the people that will meet the next opponent that will win either between Argentina and England. So they now drag the winner of the World Cup 2026. So if you're tuning in for the first time, you're welcome. This is On Point Reality TV. So you're welcome. Here's a simple version. The World Cup is football's biggest competition, held once every 4 years, with countries competing instead of clubs. So, like people that don't really know much about what World Cup stands for, it's not like a club or team, it's not like championship where people come together from different team or Premier League, La Liga, or Serie A. No, these are countries coming together irrespective of the team you belong. You go back to your country. You're playing for your country. That's what makes it World Cup. So we're now down to the final four teams in the world. And today, two of the fights for a spot in the final. Lose today and you go home. Win and you play for the entire World Cup trophy. So any of the people that's going to be winning today, be it France, be it Spain, from Dallas Stadium, they're going to be staying put so that they will now drag for the first position. That's the trophy of the World Cup, FIFA World Cup 2026. Last time, the last World Cup that was held in Qatar, Argentina went home with a trophy. So as it stands now, Argentina are like the defending champions, right? So let us see if they can still defend it this time and go back home with the cup. but I doubt if Argentina will be taking back the trophy home because it has really been a tough one this time. So France ranked third in the world right now. They've won this whole tournament twice before, and that was in 1998 and 2018. And while runners up in 2022, they are known for lighting fast attacking players. Spain, on the other hand, ranked number one in the world right now and the current European champions. Kudos to Spain. They're doing marvel. Great work to Spain. Yeah, they are known for keeping the ball for long spells and wearing teams down. So Spain is very tactical. So if you're just joining us, please comment. Drop your comments on the comment section. Comment and subscribe. Comment and subscribe. Right. So let us look at the right way now. Drop A if you are rooting for France. And you're going to drop another comment on the comment section if you're on Spain's side. Which one of this country do you want to win to this match on the semi-final? Whom are you supporting? And if you are completely neutral and just here for a good match, drop a ball. Let's see the flags fly in. So if you are for Spain, on the comment section, uh, drop the Spain flag. And if you are for what's it called as France, drop France, drop France flag. So let's keep rolling. And if you're just neutral, you can as well drop football as your symbol to signify that you are neutral, right? So quick show of hands in the chat, like one. This one goes to people that don't really like football as much. Okay. So for people that don't like football as much, quick show of hands in the chat. Like type one if you're new to football. Maybe this is the first time you're watching, you just want to watch for the sake of fun. Okay, just type one. If this one of the first football matches you have properly watched, or type 10 if you have watched, if you've been watching football for years, right? I want to know whom I'm talking to today so I can pitch things right. You understand? Now, for quick basics before we actually delve into today's discussion. So let us look at some quick basics, some breakdown, right? Now, before we get into today's team, let's make sure everyone's on the same page with a 60-second crash course, right? So this is what I call football 101. Football veterinaries, bear with us. So just chill if you're a football veterinary. If you've been a sportsman for a long time and you love football for a very long time, just chill with us, right? So let's do this very quickly. Now, feel free to drop your own tips for a newcomers in the chat too, right? So for goal, I want this actually for goal. Get the ball into the net. So most goals after 90 minutes win. Some of the goals you'll be seeing today may likely come even after 90 minutes. It has been happening in the previous matches during the ongoing tournament, right? Now, extra time and penalty. What happens? Extra time and penalty. If it is draw after 90 minutes, then eventually in a knockout match like this, one, this is actually a knockout match, right? So if there's extra time and penalty, what will happen is they're also going to play 30 minutes more, still level 15 minutes exchange of um their goal posts, their goal post, right? It goes to penalty kicks suddenly, death, one on one with the keeper, with the goalkeeper. Yes, it's intense as it sound. So that's when they go for extra time, right? So now we'll talk about the positions in simple terms. Goalkeeper, the last line of the fence. That's the goalkeeper. Only one allowed to use hands inside their own box. That's why they are goalkeeper. They are meant for catching and keeping the ball so it doesn't go through the net. You understand? Then we talk about the defenders. Who are the defenders? The obstacles that prevents the opponent to score from not scoring their own country. So if you're defending for your country, it means that you don't want your opponent, to score you. Like Spain defender would not allow France forward to break through the 18 and score them. That is what it meant. You understand? Midfielder, the engine room, linked the fence to attack, right? So they'll take the ball from the defense. That's what the midfielder does, and shoot it to the forward, which are the attackers, and the attackers move down. So that's what they do. Then we have the forward and also strikers. They are the finish liners. They are the finishers. Main job is to score. Their main job is to score. So we are into the terminology, and that is why I call it football 101. So that for persons that don't know about football for the first time, they're going to catch in the gist and see what's up, right? So drop your comment on the comment section if you want France to win tonight's ball. It will be starting by 8 p.m. West African time. And if you want Spain to win the ball, you drop the flag of Spain, right? Now, formations. What is formation? You hear numbers like 4-3-3, right? That's just how many defenders, midfielders, attackers. So 4-3-3 means we have four defenders, we have three midfielders, and we have three attackers, because we have total of what, um 11 man per team. The goalkeeper makes it 11. So I have 10 players and one goalkeeper. That is 11, right? And attackers, a team lines up with. So offside, like you've heard in the past times, what is offside? An attacker cannot be what? In front of the last defender when the ball is played to them. So let's say there's an attacker from Spain ahead of ahead of France defender, being the last man to the 18 or to the goalpost is an offside, right? So the defender must somehow be ahead of attackers. So in this way, if goal is netted through the goalpost, then it's actually a goal for you. So that is what offside stands for. This trips up new fans constantly. Don't worry for don't worry if it looks confusing. Life, I will call it out when it happens. You understand? So we'll be shooting it. Why we'll be shooting the match live as the ball begins, right? So we want to drop our charts. Any of you ever tired of explaining outside to someone completely failed? I want you to drop that on the comment section, right? I promise by the end of today, you will get it. So moving forward, France rode to Dallas. That is where we are in now. What do you think about France? Let's talk about how France got here. And trust me, it's been dominant. Coached by Didier Deschamps, a manager whom already won this tournament as coach in 2018. So from 2018, he has been their coach. He won the France tournament. He won the tournament for France in 2018, and as a player back in 1998. So when France also carried the tournament World Cup 1998, coach Didier Deschamps was then a player. So he knows exactly what he takes. You get right? So their path beats Senegal, Norway, Sweden, Morocco, and Paraguay. Noticed something? You noticed anything? Some of those are very defensive, physical teams. The people that France always meets, people that France met in the past in this tournament, rather, people that France met in this tournament, they are they are very defensive people. They are very tactical. You understand? Now, the biggest moment was the quarter-final between Morocco and France, where France won 2-0 with goals from their two biggest stars, Kylian Mbappé, Kylian Mbappé, considered one of the best players alive now. You understand? Explosively, fast, ruthless finisher. He's he's right. He's currently the captain type figured on the pitch and leads whole tournament with 8 goals. So presently, Mbappe is leading the tournament with 8 goals. Messi is 7, and um, Osman Dembele is leading with 5 goals, and um, Haaland, Haaland is currently 7 goals. Right, so just drop it on the comment section if I'm on point. This is on point reality, on point TV, um, on point TV content. Yes, so we're in to give you the best and the best alone. There's also Michael Olise, whom has the most assists, past that passes that led directly to goals of any player in the entire tournament. 5 of them. So for the newbies, the newcomers in football, if you are to pick one France player to watch closely today, I did say lock in on Mbappe. Every time he touches the ball, something can happen. So chat on the tab on our comment section. Just drop it on the comment section. Mbappe. If you are to pick one France player today, who would that be? Is it Mbappe? Is it Osman Dembele? Is it Olise? Who is your favorite player of the France team? Type it on the comment section. Right? Very quickly, let's start our prediction game. I have a question. Will Mbappe score today? Do you think Mbappe is going to score today? Do you think Mbappe is going to score today? Do you think Mbappe is going to score today? Will score in today's match? So, if you think Mbappe is going to score in today's match, what are you going to do? Drop yes or no, right? Yes or no in the chat. If you think, now I will tally it up before we kick off. So drop it on the comment section if you feel Mbappe will scout today. So let's ride on. Let's move on. Right now, let's flip to Spain. And honestly, their story is just so good. The Spain story is just so good. Coached by Luis de la Fuente, Spain arrived as the top ranked team in the world and the reigning European champions. They won Euro 2024. There is a team with that is actually a team that's actually a team with targets on its back. Everyone wants to knock them off top spot because I can tell you for free, indeed, it's a big team. They played like their teamwork. It's so superb. That's one good thing about Spain, and they've been very conservative, very careful. That's why they keep moving, and that's what has brought them to this height of semi-final. So then in the quarter-final, their biggest moment in the quarter-final was when they win Belgium, right? 2-1. They won Belgium 2-1. But there is but here is a team of their own tournament. They don't blow teams away. They suffocate them. That's just one thing about Spain. And in today's match between Spain and France, head-ons, I really doubt if the match is going to win. If they will actually win, I think it's going to end up draw first and maybe ends up in penalty. Because I just can't really say. There is this guy. The winning goal came from Michael Merino. One thing about Michael Merino is that he's so strategic. They usually bring him few minutes, almost to the end of the match, maybe 85 minutes gone. They just bring him to come and play 5 minutes, and before you knew it, this guy has just net a goal. That's Michael Merino. The guy is savvy. He's a savvy player. Score deep into the game again. That is now become a pattern for this team. So composed, under pressure, delivery when it matters most. Even when Spain looks as if it's on pressure. Once Michael Merino comes in, he delivers. He delivers. Belgium was actually shocked, and as we may have it, they scored and they moved on. So what are we now saying? Spain's defense has it all. Okay, it's like the best in the tournament. That's one good thing. If your defense is very strong in football, all right, it's like a chess player. If you can defend your king very well, honestly, it's become very hard to break in and checkmate the king. So if they cannot pass through that Spain defense line, there's no way they are going to score and bring down Spain. So defense is something to concentrate on so much in your football, right? Even if you have your forward men, you want you want to score, always defend your own heritage. Always defend your own first. You understand? So Spain has been the best defending part in the football. Now teams have found it nearly impossible to create clean scoring chance against them. Yes, that is what these teams have actually find it so difficult, almost impossible, to create a clean scoring chance against Spain. Think of it like a very well organized war that barely lets anyone through. That's what Spain is like. So I wanted to share this to people you can think of. Just keep sharing, keep subscribing, and keep inviting people over. This is where we get the best of best entertainment. You can think of reality shows. We're in for you. We're locked in for you. So the player everyone's talking about is Yamal. He's just 18. Do we call it luck or we call it talents? He's just 18 and already one of the most exciting talents in the world of football. You can't talk about talented footballers today without mentioning Lamine Yamal. He was carrying a minor knock heading into this game, but looks to be sharp and ready. He's one of the, I think he's the smallest in the whole tournament. Yeah, Yamal is like the smallest player of this 2026 tournament. When he starts his best, okay, he can single-handedly change a match with one moment of magic. Let us put a round of applause for Yamal. Yeah, round of applause. Bravo to bravo to Lami Yamal. If you've seen Lami Yamal before played, put a thumbs up for this guy. Put a thumbs up for Lami Yamal. A thumbs up for Lami Yamal. He's doing a great work. Yes, I can tell you for free, he's doing a great work. But for the newcomers, or for those that are novice and new in football, Yamal is basically Spain's version of superstar in the making, right? It's like in the likes of Messi when he was growing up. Ronaldo came through a lot of hard work, perseverance, and discipline. That's one of the things I loved about Ronaldo. So he is putting so much work to get to where he is now. He's the only one that's competing with Messi, right? So we also give it to Ronaldo. Regardless, he didn't get it this far or to this point, but he's actually done well, right? So on the charts, they get nervous. People get nervous to see Yamal because his legs are so magical. He's a left shooter, and the kind of force that moves from that left shoot in is something you can't even explain. So if you're excited to see what Yamal can do today, drop a comment on the session. If you're excited on what Yamal is going to be doing today, drop Yamal, or just say anything good, say something good about Yamal, right? So that is what it is. That is what it is. So let's talk about the prediction about today's match. Okay, does Spain? Who do you think is going to be scoring first? Do you think Spain will be the first to score, or does France score first? So if you think Spain is going to be the first people to score, just type it on the comment section. Spain first. And if you also think it's going to be France, you type on the comment section France first. Let's see the splits right now. Let's see the splits. So very quickly on the comment section, hit that like button. Tell us about what you've got to say. What's your prediction like? Who is going to score first in today's match, right? Here is what makes today's match very extraordinary, extra spicy. These two teams already have history. But take it from me, the two teams already have history, a lot of history. At Euro 24, Euro's equivalent of this tournament, like Euro is more equivalent to this tournament. They played in 2024, right? France and Spain met in semi-final, and Spain won France by 2-1. This is just like a repetition of what happened in 2024. At their semi-final on Euro 2024, this same Spain and France that is going to play today, they met, and Spain won France by 2-1. Put a thumbs up for Spain once again. So with goals from Yamal and Dani Olmo, these were the two scorers of that part, and that was how they eliminated France from Euro 2024. So today is just about reaching a World Cup final. For France, this is a chance at revenge. So is it going to be a revenge for France on an even bigger stage? Because World Cup is the biggest. World Cup is the biggest tournament you can think of. You understand? So, do you think France is going to be revenging what happened to them in 2024 in Euro 2024? Here's a proper debate, right? So, is this the charm redemption story? Will the coach of France, Deschamps, actually going to be redeeming the story and finally getting one over Spain, or does Spain prove that Euro wasn't a flake and they simply have France number? So if you think it's going to be a revenge between France and Spain, you can freely just simply type revenge, right? If you think France gets payback today, or repeat if you think Spain does it again. So for Spain, if you think Spain, if you are rooting for Spain, you can as well type on the comment section repeat. So I want you to quickly do something on that comment section right away, right away, right away. Okay, so the Banga tactical breakdown. This is more like an expert analysis, but I'm going to be explaining it in such a way that the novice in the house will understand, right? Okay, time for the fun part. Breaking down how this match might actually played out. Okay, I'm going to keep it simple, but this is where you will sound. This is where I'm going to be sounding like a real football fan by the end. So the big picture catch up is best attack and best defense. The best attack, think of it like this: France are the sharpest knife at the tournament. They are the best attackers, best attack. Okay, and Spain are the strongest shield, their best defense. Something has to give. Mbappé, Mbappé, Dembele versus Spain's defender Cuba and Laporte. So this Spain's two main centre back. Their job today: stop Mbappe's speed and Dembele dribbling. So these are the two main work. The work of the Spain defenders today is to stop Mbappe's speed. If you can stop Mbappe's speed, if you can stop Dembele's dribbling, then you've knocked France out completely. You understand? So let us just think this is just my analysis, my observation so far. So if they succeed like they did against Belgium, Spain controls the game. If they fail like Morocco's defenders did, France could score earlier. France could score earlier. So what do you think? Do you really think that France is going to be beating Spain today, or you just think that Spain is going to be repeating what they did on Euro 2024? So we're looking at another key battle here: Yamal and Lucas Digne. Digne is France's left back, right? A defender who plays on the left side. He's going to be tested all matched by Yamal, running at him one on one. So it's more like they're going to be pairing them together. The major target for Lucas, or the person Lucas should be looking at for today, is most likely Yamal. Yamal, you understand? This is a mini battle worth watching closely. Every spin attacks down that side. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so the goal is actually going to be very dramatic today. The football itself is going to be very dramatic today because it's going to be a tough one. Take it from me. I'm giving this for free. This analysis, today's football is going to be a tough one. So who scores late? Spain have won both recent knockout games with a late goal. And those late goals usually come from Michael Merino. That guy is like, that guy is just so magical. And I don't really know why Fenty keep bringing him almost about time to finish when the ball football is close to 90 minutes. That's why he just brings this guy, and the guy does magic on the pitch. So if the score is close in final 15 to 20 minutes, history suggests Spain trusts itself in that moment than most teams would. France need to avoid a repeat of that pattern. France need to be very careful, because anything that makes Spain score between 15 to 20 minutes in today's match, they are likely going to win the match. Yeah, they're likely going to win the match. And this is what I'm expecting to happen. In the first 25 to 30 minutes, likely cautions, right? In the first 25 to 30 minutes, okay, likely cautions. I feel each other, there will be a lot of panic. There will be goalless early. There won't be goals between this first 25 to 30 minutes. There will be a lot of panic, a lot of pressure, so there won't be goal. That's completely normal in a match as big as this. You understand? Now, the team that wins the midfield battle usually dedicates the second half. Okay. Now, watch the substitution. In the last 20 to 25 minutes, players like Bakula or Joao for France, and Yazard or Bena for Spain, and also Michael Moreno for Spain, coming off the bench after being different markers or tournaments. So we're looking at for what may likely happen within this period of time. Okay, so we'll be looking at what is actually going to likely happen within this period of the last 20 to 25 minutes. There are people that will be coming from the bench to, change the people that have actually that are currently exhausted at the time. So we're actually trusting that there will also be game changers. All right. Now, time for the big one. Drop your exact score prediction. How many do you think this match is going to end? I want you to drop your exact score prediction. Drop your exact score prediction. If it's going to be 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 2-2, drop your exact goal score prediction. Yeah, so that's exactly what I want you to do. So you just drop your exact score prediction in today's match. Okay, so very simple. I will be reading out some of the best comments before the match kick off by 8 p.m. All right, so we're looking at lineups review. All right, so the people that we're expecting to play to start the match, the first half, from France lineup, we're looking at Magina, GK, Conde, Opamecano, we're looking at Saliba, we're looking at Dene, defenders. Yeah, Dene is a defender. Okay, Cone, Rabot will be there, midfielder. Rabot is a midfielder. We're looking at people like Olise, Dembele, Doué, attacking midfielder, stroke winger. Then Mbappé, is the striker. So these are the lineups for France. So let's also look at the lineup for Spain, right? So for Spain, we're looking at Simeon. The Simeon is the goalkeeper, right? So we have Poro, we have Kubasi, we have Laporte, we have Correa, defender. Now we have Pedri, we have Rudy, defender. Now Pedri and Rudy, they are midfielders. So we have Yamal, we have Omo, Bena. We also have Bena, yeah, attacking midfielders, stroke wingers, and we have Oyazaba, the striker. So for the newcomers or people that are new to football, GK means what? Goalkeeper. GK is the abbreviation for goalkeeper. You understand? So noticed both teams are lining up in a what? Similar shape. Four defenders, two holding midfielders, then three attacking players just behind a single striker. So each one of them has just single striker. You understand? So their football formation is just most likely the same. That's very common modern formation. From this modern formation is actually called what? 4-2-3-1. They have wingers, they have defenders, they have attackers, and they have just one strikers each, right? So let's see, it's actually going to be an interesting game, a mind-blowing game. So you get your chips, and you're going to be watching very soon who goes home or who stay back. Yeah, any surprises in this line ups? Catch your eyes, drop your thoughts in the chat. Okay, and if you support any last minute change once the official team sheets drop, let me know and we'll break it down together. You understand me? Yes. So hopefully we'll be looking at we're drawing this gradually to close. So here we want to do some kind of final hype and kick off, hand off, like kick off, hand off. So we're looking at we are also closed down. So let's do final recap for anyone that is just joining us now. Okay, if you haven't been from the beginning of the live streaming concerning the France and Spain FIFA 2026 World Cup. So this is just a quick recap. So this is a World Cup, like we said, a semi-final is taking place today between France and Spain. Winner reaches the final. Very simple. France are hunting revenge after losing to Spain on Euro 2024. All right, and Spain are the top ranked team in the world. Spain are the top ranked team in the world right now. So trying to prove they are the real deal. You understand? So we'll be watching Mbappé and Dembele very closely. That's from France part, and also going to be watching Yamal for Spain. So while Mbappé is very fast at running, Dembele is very good at dribbling, and if Spain could hold down these two guys, for I think it will be very difficult to score Simeon, which is the Spain goalkeeper, right? And Spain defense is very strong. That's one thing I know about Spain. Okay, so keep an eye on that midfield battle. It could decide everything. You understand what I'm saying? So let's do this round for the last time before we actually, call it a day. So in the chat, give me one word for how you feeling right now. Okay, nervous, excited, confident. Let's see that chat fly. So how are you feeling on about this breakdown, about this analysis concerning Spain and France. How are you feeling? Are you being nervous about who you're rooting for? Are you also being confident? Are you excited? Or are you convinced that the person you had in mind to win is actually going to be winning today's match? Also, look at the playbacks of the previous matches and you know, drop a thumbs up on the comment section. Tell us whom you're rooting for. Are you rooting for Spain to win tonight's match, or you want France to win tonight's match? Very simple, right? Okay, so shout out to everyone who's been chatting. Shout out to the person, the people that have been watching this breakdown all through, new fans and venturing alike. I'm sending one love and peace to you all, right? This is what I love about those big matches. Everyone comes together. Okay, smash that follow, subscribe, smash that follow, that subscribe button. Just smash it, subscribe, comment, like, drop your points, drop your comments, and we're in this together. In Dallas Stadium is rocking tonight. Dallas Stadium is actually rocking tonight. Both benches are set. In just a few minutes, we find out who take one massive step closer to lifting the World Cup. In just a few minutes, we'll be looking at just the person that will be lifting the World Cup, or closely to lifting the World Cup, because tonight has a lot to determine whom stay back to play with the opponent that is going to be winning between Argentina and England. Then we know the person is closely to lifting what the World Cup. So, and or who goes back home from Dallas Stadium after tonight's match, right? So stay locked in. Keep those predictions coming. Keep your predictions coming, right? Okay, and let's watch history get made. Kick off now, coming up very soon. Coming up very soon. So please, if you are yet to comment, look at Mbappé has been scoring, dembele has been scoring. And Mbappé currently is the highest goal scorer with 8 goals. Dembele is 5 goals. So they've been scoring. I don't really know much goes about Yamal, but Michael Moreno has also scored 2 goals, and you know, stuff like that. I just know Spain is in out for everything that was happened tonight, and France also ready to revenge what happened at Euro 2024. So guys, drop it on the comment section, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let us see how it goes tonight. Yes, who goes home with the cup? Who goes home? Who goes home with the cup? So we'll be running it up here tonight. Hope we catch up again some other time. I'm going to be dropping the analysis between England and Argentina, the defending champions. And wow, England is also a very strong team. England is a very strong team too. And Argentina trying to defend their World Cup for 2022 is not actually going to be easy. They would really want to defend hard. Don't forget we have Messi, the greatest player, one of the greatest player anyway, one of the greatest player of all time. Messi is there. So we'll be thinking and one good thing about Argentina is not all about Messi. They always work as team. They've been working as team to make sure they deliver. So whether Messi score or not, the most important thing is that Argentina just want to win, and they are defending champions. So tomorrow's match between England is going to be a tough one. But until then, stay lovely, peace, and see you on the pitch. watching the ball. Don't be nervous, just be excited and be confident. Anything can happen. This is the game of football. Checks and love. Bye.